Today we're going to be reviewing the AirRobo pet grooming kit that I've been using on my golden doodle for a little over a few months now. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the accessories. So here's everything that comes in the AirRobo pet grooming kit. We're going to go ahead and take a closer look at every single one of these items now. So first up, we have a little bag to throw everything in. And I do really appreciate this because, as you guys can see, we have quite the arrangement of accessories, so it's important that we don't lose any. Then we have the de-shedder. If you guys have a dog like a husky or a German shepherd that loses a lot of hair whenever it gets warm out, this is a really great tool to get rid of some of the excess hair. So as you guys can see here, they have a very nice metal comb here to help get some of that hair out, and then the vacuum will pull air straight through here. So if this gets clogged up, all you guys do is you press the clean button and this will push all the stuck hair off the brush and it'll get sucked into the vacuum. This is another really nice tool if you guys have a dog that sheds a lot. This one is a little bit more tame. We just have basically like a hairbrush design here. They call this the groomer. And basically as you guys brush your pet, some of the hair will get clogged up here. Then just press the button and it all gets sucked straight into the center there, into the vacuum. So this is really nice to use after you guys go ahead and use the shaver. Speaking of the shaver, we're gonna review this one next. So we have a separate power button on here. It gets powered through this little pipe here. But basically once you guys turn this on, the blade will start moving and the air will already be kind of pulling through here. So as you shave your pet, all the hair will get sucked straight through here into the vacuum, and this just helps you have an easier cleanup. And it does look like this is removable if it gets clogged, but so far we haven't had that issue. So they give us 6 different guards. These are both reversible, so this is the biggest one, and we have what looks like an 18 millimeter and a 24 millimeter blade. Then this one's 9 and 12 millimeters. And then lastly, we have a 3 and 6 millimeter option. And these go on pretty easy. Basically, they just snap on either side like that. And if you guys want to flip it, you just put it on the opposite way. So very simple, but it works very well. Next up are just a few cleaning tools. We have this one. This just works if you guys get some hair on your clothes. You guys could kind of brush the stuff off of your clothes and it'll vacuum still and kind of pick up some of the hair that you get on yourself. We also have this one, just in case you guys get some hair in a corner or need to get under the couch, you guys could use this tool to actually clean up after you groom your pet. Then we have the tube here. I believe this is about 4 feet long. It's a nice bendy material and it doesn't get kinked up too easily. It's also a fairly decent gauge, so you guys could really get a lot of power out of this little vacuum here. Then of course, the star of the show, the actual AirRobo. So this is how you guys remove the dust filter. You just press that, and now you guys have access to the filter and the actual dust bin. So super simple design here, and you guys are easily able to throw this back in. We have a really cool leather handle on the top, and this just makes it easier to move around. Then on the back here, we have some settings. So we have the power on and then 3 vacuum levels. So you just use these 2 buttons to go across the 3 settings. A lot of people really like the first one here because it's quieter, but if your dog isn't afraid of a vacuum, then you guys could bounce this up to the max setting at number 3 just to get a little bit more suction. And this is what the plug looks like. We have about 2.5 feet to 3 feet of cable length. So now let's change the camera angle again and see how this works on my dog. So we're gonna be starting off with the grooming brush just because we just recently gave her a haircut with this tool, so she doesn't need any haircut right now. But I'll show you guys that she's not afraid of this with this tool. And this will hopefully help get some of the knots out of her hair and maybe get rid of any loose hair. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna be on the lowest suction mode, and that mode is still pretty powerful while not being too loud at all. While she's standing here, I'm just gonna get this side. And as you guys can see, she's really not too afraid of this. Honestly, it's probably fairly nice. So our dog has been wearing a sweater throughout Christmas, and she has a lot more knots than usual. So ideally, we probably should use a normal brush on her before we use this tool, but it still seems to be working without upsetting her at all. Even up close to her face, she's not too scared of this tool, and I really think it's all because of how quiet this vacuum is. I don't know how they made such a powerful vacuum this quiet, but I think they did an amazing job because dogs that are normally afraid of vacuums aren't afraid of this one. So as you guys should be able to see, we have a decent amount of hair on here. Our dog doesn't shed too much, so there's not that much hair compared to like maybe a husky, but we have a little something here. Let me show you how this tool works. So I'm gonna press up, and as soon as I press up, it kind of detangles the hair. So it may take a few tries because my dog's hair is very coarse and curly, but now it's already all basically clean. There's just a few little strands, but this thing basically self-cleans itself. That's pretty awesome. So anyways, that's about it for this review. Overall, I would say that I really enjoy this because it cuts my dog's hair without making a big mess. Also, my dog's not afraid of it because of how quiet this machine is. So that's a very big factor for us. And that's one of the reasons that we went ahead and picked this up. So anyways, that's just my really quick review of the AirRobo Pet Grooming Kit.